Hi, you guys. Brooke Martell here with KSBY News. So now I'm in Paso Robles, and there is a water rescue that's about to take place, and we are on 13th Street on the bridge in Paso Robles right now. They do have one lane of this bridge closed if you're heading towards South River Road. South River Road is also closed, and Niblick Road is also closed. Now, I can tell you about two things right now. There was a rescue that happened on Niblick Road. There was a man that was clinging to a tree branch as this area was flooding. He was rescued. He had a dog with him. I'm told by the Paso Robles City Fire Department fire chief that the dog, unfortunately, did not make it. And now there's another rescue going on. It appears that there's a lot of homeless people that live in this area. This is where they set up their residence, their camp here. And I can show you a quick look. It's going to be a little bit difficult to see because I can't zoom that far, but there's a tent here, and there's a man inside of this tent. There you go. That's a closer look. Rescue crews are staging. They are going to go into the water and get the man inside this tent here, is what I'm told. You can see his hand. I can see it. You can kind of see it there sticking out. He's okay. They're going to get him, apparently. That's what I'm told right now, is that they're going to rescue him. So actually, we do not know the status of this man, but crews are going to get into the water to go and get him. They're walking down this bridge here. They're going to get into the water from the side here. Here goes one of them. So again, we are on 13th Street in Paso Robles on the bridge. And this is where they're trying to get to this person. Again, we don't know the status. They're trying to get out there to him. And this is just the second rescue that's happened within the last, I would say, hour or so in this area. So we are continuing to bring you coverage right now. We're going to be giving you updates here on Facebook Live. Lots going on. Again, to reiterate, Niblick Road closed in Paso Robles, that bridge, and then also one lane of 13th Street heading towards South River Road. South River Road is also closed. This is all according to the fire chief. So again, continuing to bring you all updates, and crews are getting ready to get into the water here. So we're going to be taking a look at that. I'll give you guys another overview. This is the area they're going into. And you can see just how much this water is flowing here down below the bridge. So very dangerous conditions. Like I mentioned, they were able to get that other man out near Niblick and rescue him. He is going to be okay. That's what the fire chief tells me. But again, they're going to get this person who is in this tent right now, and crews are entering the water to do that. So we just saw this man in this tent, his hand move. Looks like he's holding on to a branch. So he's holding on. The water is rushing, but it's not pulling him away. He's kind of caught up right now in those trees right there. Here's another look. now, rescue crews are making their way towards the person inside this tent here. And for those of you driving the area, just to remind you, Niblick Road is closed, South River Road, and one lane of 13th Street heading towards South River Road is also closed, but you're able to get through on 13th Street. There is just a lane that is closed. So right now you guys are looking at a rescue that's going on. Again, this person was in this creek bed here, and this water, you can see it's rushing, and this person is trapped. So rescue crews are here staged, and one person is down, has made contact with that individual, and is working to get that person out safely. Niblick is closed because of the other rescue that occurred right before this, where a man was also rescued. His dog was with him as well. Unfortunately, according to the Paso Robles fire chief, the dog did not make it. So we're talking about two different rescues. This is the second one that we're seeing right now. And we're looking at that person making contact with And you can just imagine, I mean, right now it's probably about 50 something degrees outside, high 50s. But when you're in that water, so much cooler, and hoping that this person is okay. So right now, what you're seeing, for those of you just joining us, we are off the 13th Street Bridge, and this rescuer has just made contact with this person who was trapped. And they just jumped there, and they're swimming back to the shore. It's pretty miraculous seeing what these crews can do out here and how quickly they can respond and save this person's life. So we just crossed the street here on 13th Street Bridge to get to the other side. I'm just gonna hang out here to stay out of the way from crews. And like I mentioned, this is a pretty incredible work we're seeing here of our first responders getting to the scene. not just saving one person, but another person earlier off Niblick. He's tossing him what looks to be like a buoy so he can grab onto it and reel him in. You see those 3 crew members there just off the shore of that creek. Pretty incredible, you guys, seeing this. Wow. And you're looking at firsthand the impacts of these storms, what they can have. Look how much water we're looking at flowing under this creek here, under this bridge. It's just incredible. And look, this man is walking and getting up, and those crews are helping him to the shore there from this creek. So again, we don't know the status of, he looks to be like he's okay, but they're bringing him up there. So Chris, when I was talking about the other rescue, there was another person who was rescued under the Niblick Bridge, and he had a dog. And I'm told by the fire chief that unfortunately the dog did not make it. It's very sad, but the man was rescued and he will be okay. But this is a different rescue from that. This man did not have a dog that was found with him. So here's the man talking to him, making sure he's okay. Probably freezing. And again, this is a look at 13th Street Bridge. They still have that one lane over there closed because you can see that there's fire personnel and their vehicles parked on that side. And this side is also closed as well. There's one lane going to the opposite direction as well. Okay, everyone. Thanks for tuning in for that. Again, a successful rescue here. A man who was stuck in this creek bed underneath 13th Street Bridge was rescued. Fire personnel are speaking with him right now. We're going to have more information on this, get an update, full report on what really happened here. But this was just one of 2 rescues, like I mentioned, within the last hour. There was another one on Niblick, and there was a man, again, who was rescued. He was hanging onto a tree branch earlier. They were able to get him out. I'm told, once again, the fire chief told me that he had a dog, and unfortunately the dog did not make it from that first rescue. Niblick was closed there. South River Road appears to still be closed, and 2 lanes of 13th Street are also closed. So, dangerous conditions out here. I'll give you another quick look at the street underneath 13th Street Bridge. I mean, it really is flowing here. It's kind of incredible how much water can come down within these systems, and we're just looking at over the course of about 2 days. Sweet moment here, this fire crew giving this man his jacket to stay warm. So that's what we have for you out here. Again, I'm going to get more details from fire officials. We saw what happened firsthand. Pretty incredible work by our first responders, but of course we'll get more details for you. We'll have that coming up tonight at 5 and 6 on KSBY News. Thanks for tuning into this, you guys. I'm glad you were able to witness some miraculous work out here of our first responders. And also, we'll continue to have more storm coverage throughout the rest of the day on here, Twitter. You can go to ksby.com, and of course, KSBY on the news tonight at 5 and 6. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll check back with you guys later.